Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, let's predict UnitedHealthStock. I am a swing investor, and I don't consider the price changes of a stock 1 month later. This channel only makes short-term price predictions for stocks, usually 1 week to 3 weeks. Welcome to subscribe to this channel. UnitedHealthStock fell further on Friday. The largest health insurance company in the United States fell steadily for the 4th consecutive trading day. Since the earnings report was released on April 17th, UNH stock has fallen in 11 of the past 16 trading days. Despite this, there seems to be no signal of price reversal in the market. This means that the stock has not yet bottomed out. The main reason for this sharp sell-off in the stock is that the company's management lowered its full-year adjusted earnings per share forecast from a range of $29.50 to $30 to $26 to $26.50. This adjustment of about 12% was enough to trigger a large number of investors to sell. In addition, the fatal shooting of the company's CEO Brian Thompson also triggered patients' dissatisfaction and anger about the practices of the health insurance industry on social media, which exacerbated the company's difficulties. On Wednesday, a group of shareholders sued the company, alleging that it concealed the public backlash to the killing of UnitedHealth CEO Brian Thompson, which prompted the company to change its business practices. The lawsuit, filed in a Manhattan court, alleges that UnitedHealth changed its policies that previously led to an increase in claims denials without disclosing relevant details to shareholders. Let's go back to technical analysis. Looking at the 30-minute chart of the stock, we can see that the market selling pressure was the greatest on April 17th and 21st. The stock price stopped falling and rebounded slightly on April 22nd and 23rd. But then the stock entered another wave of downtrend. The stock price stopped falling and rebounded slightly on May 2nd and 5th. But then the stock ushered in another wave of downtrend. It is worth noting that the trading volume on May 9th was slightly higher than that on the 8th. The intraday stock price fell to $378.50 and began to rebound. There seems to be some long funds flowing into the stock here, but the amount is limited. It is expected that bulls will still have difficulty fighting against the selling of bears, but this is seen as a positive sign, because the stock has fallen by 4.82% in the past week, higher than the 4.47% in the previous week. The stock is currently moving away from the 5-day moving average, which means that the stock is accelerating to bottom out. But technically, the stock urgently needs a rebound, so the funds flowing into the market may increase significantly next. Through the position distribution data of the stock, we can see that as the stock price continues to fall, the stock has formed a wide position distribution in the area of $425.10 to $378.50, and the current position profit rate of the stock is only 0.88%. In the past 2 days, the stock has not generated too many positions in the area below $393, which can also be seen from the trading volume of the stock. This shows that the market is still trading very cautiously, capital is still accelerating out of the market, and the funds flowing into the market do not seem to be much. Despite the recent continuous selling of the stock by investors, Wall Street analysts are still optimistic about the stock. According to the ratings of 24 analysts on UnitedHealth stocks in the past 3 months, the current comprehensive rating is strong buy. Among them, the buy rating accounts for 87.5%, and the hold rating accounts for 12.5%. The average target price of UnitedHealth stock is $560, with a maximum of $700 and a minimum of $490. This minimum target price is about 28% higher than the current price. This is the option data based on the distribution of strike prices for UNH stock expiring on May 16th. We can see that the call option trading volume accounts for a higher proportion. Among them, the strike price range with a higher proportion of put option trading volume is between $400 and $350. The strike price range with a higher proportion of call option trading volume is between $380 and $450, and the peak part is between $380 and $400. This set of data reflects that most investors believe that the stock may have a rebound in the short term and is likely to reach the $400 level. Recently, Trump said that he had reached a preliminary trade agreement with the United Kingdom. This is the first agreement reached between the United States and its global trading partners since Trump announced the reciprocal tariffs in early April. But this did not cause a huge reaction in the stock market, and investors seem to be waiting for the situation of the trade negotiations between the United States and China over the weekend. Earlier, President Trump also wrote on Truth Social that an 80% tariff on China seems reasonable before Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and his Chinese counterpart meet in Switzerland this weekend. But it is not clear whether the president is referring to the long-term tariff rate on China or the temporary rate during the negotiations. For UNH stock, it may be a good time to establish a bottom in the current market uncertainty. The stock has fallen a lot. If the stock price falls further, the stock will enter the oversold area, which means that the stock technically needs a rebound, so I don't think there is much room for the stock to fall further. Although there is still no signal of price reversal in the current market, I think the signal of long capital intervention in the stock may be more obvious next week. Compared with the highest price in April, the stock has currently lost 37%, which is a big drop for a healthcare stock. Data shows that the short ratio of the stock has dropped significantly in the past 2 days, which may be a signal that the stock price is about to bottom out. As for this bottom price, I set it at $370. The target price after the rebound, I set it in the $393 to $409 range. Okay guys, that's my price prediction for UnitedHealthStock. Thanks for watching. If you agree with my analysis, please share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.